This is what Sunday looks like. Real life, people. I'm having a Zoom by myself because I'm hoping to be able to debunk some of the concern that comes with using Mailchimp, and actually show you guys how to use it and how simple it really, really is. And this is the only way that I could figure that I could do a video and then share my screen. So let's see. So doing Mailchimp, I think that there's really 3 steps to doing it. The first thing is uploading your contacts. I'm going to show you how to do that. You can either go to your Beachbody Coach online office and extract all of your current customers' names and email addresses from there and then upload them in an Excel file to Mailchimp. Or right now, if you guys are starting out, you can add them individually yourself. I know Georgiana, when we did this, she had 400 something people, 500 something people in her thing. So she wasn't about to upload them manually. So I helped her with extracting the Excel file. And in that Excel file, there's a lot of data that you don't need. For Mailchimp, you only need first name, last name if you want it, and the email address. You don't need anything else. So you extract all this data from your Coach Online office that has a lot of stuff that you may not need. And then you just need to align that information, those 3 pieces, the first name, the last name, and their email address. So you could do the extraction, or you can do it one by one. I'm going to show you how to do it one by one because I think the majority of you guys right now have less than 40 people that you would have in your contacts. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So that's the first step, is getting your contacts into Mailchimp. How I do it, and then every time after that, if I sign up a new person, or if I have a new perspective, or if I have a new coach or a new customer, I just add them manually to maintain it. So you don't have to worry about doing a download from your Coach Online office. Obviously, if you were a 9-star diamond and you were getting new leads every single day, you would just download it and extract it. But for right now, the level I think that we're all at, I think that manually adding people is the best. So then the second part of Mailchimp is creating a template. A template is pretty much the body of the email. And they are really, really simple the way that Georgiana and I have been doing it. You guys get the emails, you see them. It's pretty much the same format. You just swap out the pictures and swap out the names, and you just make some new content. If there's a new program coming out, or we want to tell them about peppermint mocha. Guys, if you haven't tried this, bananas off the wall, insane. I think my favorite Shakeology I've ever tried. Crazy. But so the template is really just the body of the email. And like I said, we use the same format every single week. We just replicate that template from one week to the next, and then just update the content. That's it. Swap out the pictures. So first step is adding your contacts to it. The second is creating the body of the email, which we are doing. So if you guys wanted to use that exact body of the email, all you have to do is send out a campaign. I know it sounds bizarre, right? But you would manually add your people. You would get the template from us if you wanted to edit it or use exactly that. You could skip the second step. You would just need to, when we send you the email, all you have to do is upload that, click the button in the email that says you've received this template in Mailchimp. You click the button that says save template in Mailchimp, and it would automatically save it. So then creating the campaign, I'm going to walk you guys through that. Campaign's super easy. You pick who you want to send it to. You pick what you want to put as the subject line. You pick the template that we just sent you, and you click send. It's really, really easy. I think that Mailchimp seems crazy and it seems like a lot of steps, but it's really those 3 simple steps. If you're using the template that we send you guys, it'll probably take you less than 10 minutes every Sunday to just do those last steps of creating the campaign. Put in who you want to send it to, put in the subject line, choose the template that we just sent you, and to send it. And it would really look professional coming from you guys as coaches who are looking to build your business, that it's coming from you guys. And it looks like you put in all of this work and effort, but it's really just using the templates that we shared. And what's awesome about it is your customers, in the same way that you guys respond to my email, your customers will be able to respond to you guys and have that extra layer of communication. Some people aren't Facebook people. Some people aren't Instagram people. Some people like to do emails. Some people hate them. Elena hates them, which is fine. But some people are. So that would kind of cover all of your demographics based on wherever people are. So let me share my screen. Gotta figure out how to do this. Okay. So here is my Mailchimp account. So again, 3 steps. First thing that you are going to do is you are going to be adding to your audience, right? So that your contacts is called your audience. So you go to the top here to view your audience. You're going to go to contacts like I just did, and you're going to go to add contacts. You're going to add a subscriber. Again, I think that you only need 3 pieces of information in here. Yeah, you may have all of this information for your customers, but it doesn't help for you to put it in here. You're not going to need it for anything. So leave all the other information in your Coach Online office. For here, what you would need to enter is the customer's email address. So you're sending the email to them correctly. Their first name. Now, this is critical to make sure that you're spelling things right. So if you guys have noticed in emails that I sent out to you guys, you'll open it up and it says, "Hey, Irene," or "Hey, Elena." Because when I add your email address, I'm putting your first name in here, and there's a little coding that I'll show you guys in the template. So that way, if you send this to 100 people, it's not that you're updating each person's name. Mailchimp is automatically saying, "Hey, first name, hey, last name," however you want to do it, which is awesome because it looks like you're customizing emails to every single person, but you're not. You're sending out a mass email, and that's why doing this now and getting in the habit of doing it now is really, really beneficial for when you expand your business. Elena hates the emails. We know she says she hates the emails, but this would be really good if she wanted to just take our template, upload her 20 people that she has right now, upload your 20 people manually, adding them into here. Now, when we send out the template, you can blast out an email to 20 people. Some of them may not be looking at it, but some of them are. So that's why it's beneficial. So you would add here, email address, first name, and last name. That's all that you need to add for each of your customers. And then on the bottom, you need to create a tag. So what this is, I send out different emails. If I'm going to send out an email to every week to my coaches and challengers, I have them in there as coach or challenger. Sometimes I want to send out an email just to my coaches. Say I wanted to send out an email about Summit. If Summit is reduced pricing next month, and I want to send out an email to you guys saying, "Hey, Summit, there's a discount on it." I don't want to send that to my challengers. My challengers probably aren't going to go. I don't want to send that to my potential customers. They're going to be like, "What the hell is Summit?" I want to send it just to my coaches. So I have a tag that's called coaches. I have a tag that's called perspectives. Sometimes I'll send out an email that says, "Hey, it's November. Did you guys want to get started with Beachbody? We've talked about it before. Now is the time to do it because it's $10 off all challenge packs." So when you add someone to here, you can choose what they are and call them one of the classifications. As you can see here, I have them as a coach. I have a coach or a customer, a prospective, and a potential coach. I've sent out an email before to people saying, "Hey guys, we're running a sneak peek into coaching, and this is an amazing opportunity that I want to include you in." Some of those, so you can tag someone as a multiple, right? So for example, I added a new girl, Nicole, this past week. She's doing amazing so far. She's participating in our group. She did all of her measurements, and she's excited. She's amped up. Say middle of November, Georgiana. So right now she's in here as a customer because she signed up for me. I have her as a customer. But maybe depending on how she is, I'm going to go in and I may add the tag also as a potential coach, because maybe we need to always be keeping an eye out for those people who are doing amazing in the group, who we can see that they're involved with stuff. Right off the bat, I knew that Elena was a potential coach because she was so excited about it. She was tagging people and stuff. She was commenting on other people's stuff. You could see that she was actively involved with it, and this could evolve to a business. So for a while, Elena was a customer and a potential coach. So if I sent out any emails regarding that, she would be in that group. But now I changed her to a coach and a customer because Elena's killing it. So like I said, that's how I have it. You could simply start from the beginning and just say, right now that's all overwhelming. I just want to put everyone in there as a customer of mine, regardless of what they are, and just send out my weekly email. If that's what you want to do and that's how you want to start, that's fine. But because, the evolution of your business, those are the different classifications that I have. So If you're just working on sending out your Sunday emails, I suggest just putting someone as a customer right now. They're in your Coach Online office as a customer. They're purchasing something from you, whether it's Beachbody On Demand, whether they're using it or not. I also do think that this is really good to be sending out on Sundays. For example, let me think of somebody. Let me think of one of my, okay. So I have one of my good friends, her sister-in-law, her name is Nell. She signed up under me 6 months ago. And she recently had to have spinal surgery. She has not been doing the workouts at all, obviously. She also, I don't think, has really been following the nutrition. She really wanted the Beachbody for the workouts. So I still add her. I still put her. She's considered a customer. I have her tagged as a customer in my grouping. So she gets the weekly email, and every now and again she'll respond and she'll say, hey, I saw your email. Just wanted to follow up with you. My back is healing. Doctor said I may be able to start working in a few weeks. So it's good to just be showing up in people's inbox once a week. Yes. Alina asked me once, how often do you reach out to each of your individual customers? And I said, each coach does as they feel suit. But as you grow your business, Georgiana has 400 people. There's no way that Georgiana can individually reach out to every single one of her customers, but blasting out this email is triggering a thought in the person's head. They're seeing her name, they're scrolling through the email, they're seeing what's going on, and it may stir them to want to get involved again. So whether the way that I do it is I have anyone who's in my Coach Online office flagged as a customer. They get this email every single week. So whether they're responding to it or not, whether they're active in our group or not, I have it there as a little reminder. And this email, when they get it, is just like any other email that you receive in your mailbox. On the bottom, there's an unsubscribe button. And if somebody doesn't want to get the emails anymore, either A, they won't open them, and you can see if they're opening them, which is a cool feature too, but they can click unsubscribe. I know that Irene had signed someone up in the beginning who she wanted to get on board and she wanted to do stuff, and then she didn't really she wasn't actively doing anything, and she just followed up with Irene and said, hey, are there workouts that I can be doing? It's just really good to keep this as a weekly communication with somebody. Like I said, whether they're responding to it or not, it's keeping you and it's keeping Beachbody on their mind every now and again for when they are ready to do something. That was my tangent on why you should be sending this to everyone who's in your Coach Online office. So everyone, if you just want to start with it, I would flag them as a customer, just so you can start with sending out the email. So you would then just choose customer, and you click yes, they gave you permission to email them. They did when they gave you their email address. And then just click subscribe. So right now you just added their first name, their last name, their email address, and you're subscribing them as a customer in your group. That's it. That's all you would have to do for each of your people that's in there. So now the templates, right? First, we have setting people up as in your contacts. Second is the templates. And then the last is sending out that campaign once a week. So here's what the templates look like. And if we send you the templates, this is what Georgiana and I create every single week. You guys are familiar with it. You receive them and you see them. So we take this template as kind of like a shell. So what we do, let me go back. So this is last week's that I created. Weekly team email, week of 11/3. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to replicate it for this week. And now this created a new copy, and it says copy up here. And I'm going to rename it for this week's. So that way I have it. So now last week's is still saved in my templates, but this is a new template just using the exact same information. And you guys see, so when you start with one of these, if you wanted to start from scratch, you're able to add on the right here, you can see you can add text, you can add bordered text, dividers, there's all these different functions. You could just drag in here and add something that you wanted. If you wanted to put in pictures, however you want, you can just literally just click what you want and drag it on over. But this is the shell of what we use. And if you click this first, if you want to see in this first one here, you see how it says, hey, F name in that format there? That's going to trigger. It's going to say, okay, if I'm emailing Carrie Danielle S at gmail.com, what's her first name that I saved in my contacts? Carrie. So now it's going to say, hey, Carrie. It's going to do that automatically when it sends out the email based on what I put there. You can say, hey, first name, last name. You can say, hey, email address. If you had someone's birthday and you wanted to say, oh my God, it's March 31st, it's your birthday, happy birthday, whatever you wanted to do, you can pull any of that information. But like I said, right now we're only putting in the first name, the last name, and the email address, because that's really all that we're using it for. So what we do is we have a little welcome here, a little welcome banner. We're going to save and close this. We have this little welcome kind of, here's the email. And then we have the 3 questions that we send to everyone. Georgiana and I change question 1 and 2 every week, and we leave question 3. And then we always do the same thing. We have our welcome. We have anyone that's here. So what we would do this week, if I'm welcoming Nicole, who's new to our group, I would click on this one, because this is from last week, right? So I'm clicking on this. The information on the right is always where you edit. This picture, I'm going to replace this picture. Let me move this over a little here. And then I'm going to upload a new picture. I would look on my computer. It's not going to come up because I don't have the picture from Nicole saved on here, but I would click the picture. Okay, let's pretend I click the picture. Okay, say this is the picture of Nicole. It's not, it's a picture of Michelle from last week, but then you just click insert and then it changes the picture. That easy. And then again, I would just change the words here. I'd say, welcome Nicole, welcome to our group. So excited to have you here. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever information pretty much we use for the welcomes, I just copy what you guys tell me and I put them in here. So then we save and close, and this would be all updated. Say we only had 1 person to welcome. I would just delete this one from here, and then that's it. I would keep it moving. All of this, though, is what Georgiana and I are completing for you guys, so you guys don't even have to worry about updating any of this. This would come as a new updated template. So all of this can be skipped, but I just wanted to show you how to do it. Just some other functions that you can have in here. We have this button here. That's for the weekly call. If you click this button that says click here to watch, we've just simply copy and pasted the link, the same exact link that we have in the Facebook group for the YouTube videos. When you're done updating it, you click save and close, and then you just keep going down. Say this was a template that I sent to you. Say you want to start working on this and you want to just use the exact template that Georgiana and I send to you. There are a few things that you should be updating. So here it says, click the picture for a direct link to buy Shakeology. So if you click this picture and you look at the link that I placed in here, the very bottom of the link has my coach ID. So the only thing that you need to be careful of is if there's any links that are in there and it has a coach ID, you want to make sure that you go in before you send this template, and I'll show you how to do it. Before you send this template, you want to just make sure that you update the coach ID to your coach ID. What would happen if somebody tried to order something? If they clicked the link and it had my coach ID assigned to it because I created the template, I don't think I would get the compensation for it. I think that it would still go to you because you are their coach, but I'm not sure how that would work. But that's the only thing that you would have to change. You'd have to change the links to make sure it's tied to your coach ID. And on the very, very bottom, it says it's coming from Carrie Danielle. If you're sending this out from Elena's email address, you don't want to say it's coming from Carrie Danielle. So you would click on here, same way you would change a picture. You would replace the picture. I don't think I have anyone else's in here. Hypothetically speaking, let's say that this said Elena. You would click the picture that says Elena. You would insert it. And on the bottom here, it would say, I hope you have an absolutely amazing week, Elena. These little links on the bottom also, the same thing like I said, if you click on this box, it links to my Instagram, it links to my Facebook, and it links to my email address. You would just update yours. Whatever your information is, you would click save and close, and that's it. Save and exit. That's how you create a template. Like I said, you don't have to worry about creating the templates though. These are going to come from Georgiana and I. So you have all of your people, right? You finish your first portion. You have everybody, all of your contacts saved in there that you manually enter. You have the template that you just received from us. What do? How do you create a campaign? How do you get this out to people? You click on campaign. You click create campaign. We're going to send an email. You click email. Create campaign. Weekly team email. Yes. Obviously, you could save them however you want. I save them with a weekly date, so I know that I sent it out. Like I said, you're going to take a few pieces of information and send it out. Add recipients. Who do you want to send it to? You most likely have saved everyone just as customer. So you're going to go choose your audience. segment or tag. If you wanted to send yours just to your customers, because that's how you tagged everyone, you would choose customer. You could or you could not do this personalization field. I have it in there so that way when it shows up in their email box, it says Elena or it says whoever that it's going to in their email box. You don't have to update that. You can just leave that as is if you want. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference. So, okay, so recipients is done. Who is it from? It comes from my email address. That would be a default when you create your Mailchimp email to your coach email address. Add your subject. So your subject, there's 2 lines that's going to show up. Subject is going to be the bold, and then right underneath it, it's going to say weekly email or whatever you guys would like to say. And then underneath you may say, wow, check out what's new. Whatever you would like for it to say. I don't know why I just deleted it. And then you click save. Now you click design email. It would be as simple as going to saved templates, choosing that template that we just sent, that we had sent you, right? Here is where you can make any of those modifications that we just spoke about. So if you receive a template from us and you want to send it out from you, you would start with that campaign. You have the people always saved in there. You don't have to worry about editing the templates because we sent it to you. You're starting at the campaign portion. First thing you would do is what we're doing right now, that campaign, choose who the segments or the tags that you want to send it to, choose the subject line, and then here it pops up, and this is where you could go and edit your stuff. Again, changing any coach IDs that are in there or updating your picture to your signature. I can create one for you too if you guys want, and then updating these here. And then once you click save and close, now you're done. You literally just click the send button. I'm not going to do it. You could schedule it. Say you do it tonight and you want to send it out at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's the first thing in people's email boxes. You would just click schedule and send it. I'm going to delete this campaign because obviously I just fudged around with a lot of stuff with it, but that's how simple it is. Once you have your contacts in there, they're saved in there and you have them. You don't have to be updating them unless you get somebody new. Templates, you don't have to worry about the templates. We're sending them to you guys, or if you guys want to get involved with the team stuff, maybe we can rotate and add someone else that you're just updating that stuff, as simple as it is. What you would be doing every week is just that campaign portion that I just showed you. It should take you less than 10 minutes. That's really all that I can think about. I use these templates. I send out my weekly emails. I have a template when somebody joins the group. I just sent it out to Nicole this past week, and it says, welcome to the team. Here's a link to our Facebook page. Here's some personal development that I suggest for you. So you can use these different templates. I also have templates if somebody fills out a getting to know you email, so I can give them information on the group. All sorts of different templates that we can share with you guys. But I just wanted to give you this because I think that there's a little skepticism about sending out the weekly team emails, and I don't think you necessarily have to feel like that. It is a pretty simple process to just send out that campaign once the template's made for you. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope that I didn't just ramble, and I hope you guys watch this, and I hope that it's beneficial for you and your business. So that's about it. Let me stop sharing this thing. That's it. That's really all that I have. Any questions that you guys have, let me know. For now, though, if you would like to not do the Mailchimp stuff, I just need you to send me the email addresses of whoever you want it to be sent to. And the email would come from me. It would have a Carrie Danielle signature on it. Unfortunately, it's going to have my Coach ID link in it. But like I said, I don't think that I don't think that I would get their commissions for it. I think it would still go to your account because you're the registered coach. So that's it. I'm going to go do this week's email, and I'm going to tag you guys to it. So hopefully you watch this, and maybe you'll want to do it this week, or maybe you'll want to do it next week. But that's it. Wanted to share. Have a great day.